then pulled back, then announced sweeping reciprocal tariffs on the world.
Confronted with China pouring cold water on Donald Trump's version of reality, Trump said this.
A question on China. Can you clarify with whom the U.S. is speaking with China? They're saying it's fake news that trade talks are happening.
Well, they had a meeting this morning, so I can't tell you. It doesn't matter who they is.
They just doesn't include China and the U.S., according to China. New York Times reports this, quote, in private, some Trump officials concede that they did not accurately predict China's reaction. Trump seemed to expect China to be among the first to come begging for relief, given the size of its exports to the U.S.
Not to mention those consistently sent out to do his bidding are doing absolutely nothing to help offer any sense of clarity on whether there's an end in sight, or if people should just be thankful that the shelves aren't bare presently.
You guys have at least 18 written trade proposals. We still don't know who they are from or what they contain. What is the holdup with that?
There's no holdup. We're working around the clock. The trade team is working all day. I was on the phone late last night with Secretary Lutnick. I was on the phone this weekend as well with Secretary Bessent. I mean, the entire team is working 24/7 to get these trade deals done.
Currently right now, are you worried about empty shelves? Because they say that a lot of these, the supply lines and the cargo ships are being held up. A lot of people are saying, turn it around with the tariffs this high. I don't want the product. Are you worried about empty shelves?
Not at present. We have some great retailers. I assume they pre-ordered. I think we'll see some elasticities. I think we'll see replacements. And then we will see how quickly the Chinese want to de-escalate.
As I've said on previous videos, right, the retort you often hear from the MAGA crowd allergic to the truth is that anyone daring to question the rollout of Trump's economic calamity or dare ask if the US will become his 7th bankruptcy is to attack the source in response and claim it's just another lib with Trump derangement syndrome. Well, is Rove a lib? A former advisor to Vice President Dick Cheney? Are these Republican voters flocking to their elected leaders' town halls? Are they libs also?
The lack of professionalism and expertise of the Secretary of Defense. What you say in private to the cabinet members, to the heads of the departments, doesn't mean a whit to me. It's what you say in public, what you say to the people of Nebraska about where you stand on these things and where you stand with Donald Trump. Because I can tell you right now, if you continue to bend your knee to Donald Trump and the rest of the department heads and the cabinet members, we will speak.
Not one of them voted for you.
Well, so thank you very much. Thank you.
Or hell, what about Fox News viewers? Across countless polls, all sides of the electorate, the man is underwater.
If the House GOP is under any illusions that Donald Trump's fall in the polls won't bring them down as well, they are living on fantasy island. What are we talking about here? Let's take a look at the generic congressional ballot. Democrats versus Republicans. We have 3 polls out within the last few weeks. What do they all show? They all show the Democrats up by 2 points in the CNBC poll. The Fox News poll that was out on Friday, look at that, Democrats up by 7. The New York Times poll that was out this Friday as well, but Democrats by 3. And keep in mind, the House GOP won the popular vote back in 2024 by a little less than 3 percentage points. So when you see 3, 7, 2, averaging 4, that is a tremendous shift. That is a shift of 7 points from the November 2024 elections away from the GOP to the House Democrats. Donald Trump dragging down the House Republicans.
Yeah, let me be quick here. I mean, one, Steve knows a tariff is a tax on the consumer. Yes, it brings revenues, but it's not a tax cut to the consumer. So that's just not true. And Steve's actually written about that, as has Kevin Hassett. With respect to the three-legged stool, I think with short-term pain, you're seeing it in the polls. People don't know really what's going on. Things are actually, some prices are going up, some are going down. This is not actually the immediate, great economy that the president spoke about. Actually, half the economists thinks we're going into a recession.
And rightfully so. There's no clarity. I mean, China is just openly contradicting claims of ongoing negotiations.
近来美方不断是有消息称中美之间正在谈判，甚至将会达成协议。请问您能否证实双方有没有开始谈判？
这些都是假消息。据我了解，中美双方并没有就关税问题进行磋商或谈判，更谈不上达成协议。这场关税战是由美方发起的，中方的态度是一贯的、明确的。 打奉陪到底，谈大门敞开。对话谈判必须是平等、尊重、互惠。
While ports are empty, and the best the Secretary of Treasury can do is say there's no present danger to shelves going bare, which, as Rove pointed out, as a conservative, there's some very deep-seated skepticism among ordinary Americans about the effect of the economy, the president's economic policies, both in the short run and in the long run.
Here's what I'm doing to reduce, to make our economy stronger and to reduce the burdens on our economy. For example, the deregulatory effort, $1.9 trillion of new regulatory burden imposed in just 4 years under Joe Biden. It was $870 billion of new regulatory burden on the economy in 8 years under Barack Obama. Trump is going to go in and undo a lot of that burden, but he's not out there explaining to the American people, I'm making it easier for American companies, American businesses, and you to get along with less government red tape and regulation taking money out of your pocket.
Love this video? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch and help us blow past 1 million followers.